Natalie, congratulations.
Hi, thank you.
I want to start, I'm going to go kind of out of order here. I want to start with the week when you guys were named number one. This was a big deal on campus. Valpo had never been number one in the country in any sport. And you guys had, I think it was a tournament the week before, and you'd beaten some of the top ranked teams in the country. And there was kind of murmuring, hey, Valpo's got a chance to be ranked number one. Do you remember the moment waiting for the poll to come out? Do you remember that? Do you remember how that happened?
Yeah, I was sitting in my apartment, and Matt, who was the coach at the time for my senior year, he called me and he's like, I gotta tell you something. And I was like, what? Like, because he always called us joking about a lot of things. And he's like, we're ranked number one. I'm like, don't lie. I might have swore. But I said, don't lie to me, Matt. And he was like, I'm not lying to you, and sent me a picture of it. And I was like, oh my God, Ashley, Amanda, we need to go get champagne.
Many, many great memories. Maybe start about what this memory means, getting elected to the Valpo Hall of Fame.
It's a great honor, and when Matt called me, I was like, I can't be in the Hall of Fame. Like, there's just no way. So I was just very, very honored to be picked among this elite group of athletes at Valpo.
Okay, you had mentioned Matt. I think Stephen Anthony started the program. Stephen, I think maybe Stephen should stand up because very unusual, a guy who has coached two different members of the Hall of Fame in two different sports getting elected the same year. So that's congratulations, Stephen. I think the only similarities between the two sports, they both have round balls. That's about it. All right, let's talk about, we heard about, that had to be one of the great memories, being number one. Maybe one or two other great memories you had.
Oh gosh. I guess one would obviously be bowling with my sister. We're twins. So we have been together our entire lives and bowled here through college, and we do have pretty different personalities, but bowling with your twin sister definitely was one of the top things. And I think just bowling with the group of girls that we did in general, I think we were really fortunate. The 3 years that we spent at Valpo, we didn't change much. Our group didn't change dramatically, so the dynamic of the team didn't change dramatically, so it always felt like a close-knit family, and we competed well together, and we had a really strong foundation.
All right, how about now? You are still bowling. Tell us about that, and tell us about your career.
Now, we are also very fortunate that 2 years after we graduated, the Professional Women's Bowling Association revamped. So when you graduate and you're an athlete, you're not sure kind of what's next for you, and do you get to continue doing your sport, and how is it going to be a part of your life when it's been such a great part of our lives thus far. So fortunately that revamped, and we've been able to experience bowling amongst some of the best women, even internationally, coming to America to participate in these. So to do that is just, stressful and amazing all at the same time.
Okay, how about marketing?
Marketing. I honestly graduated with a degree in graphic design from Valparaiso, and I did do that initially for the first 4.5 years, and for the past year I've been a marketing coordinator for Claire's North America, which has been awesome. My boss is fantastic, and I mostly work with the buyers and designers on point of sale signage.
He lets you get away to bowl?
They do. We get good vacation time.
All right, anybody else you'd like to thank today?
Of course, I would love to thank my parents. For those of you who don't know, bowling is not a sport where you can travel near, you can only travel far. So they spend many hours and time in their vacation time traveling to support us. And I'd like to thank my coaches who are here today, Coach Anthony and Coach Sean Washington. Matt Navis could not join us, but that is one also unique experience I had, was I had a different coach each year I was here at Valpo. And all three had just something unique about them and great things that our group was fortunately able to experience through them. And I already thanked my sister, so she's good.
Thank you, Natalie Cortese.
Thank you.